Okay, everybody, real quick, this is part 3. I had to cut the last video short because of an error, and it was getting to be pretty long as well. But I didn't want to fix anything off screen, so I wanted to show you guys where I messed up at. And we were getting the problem, no such file or directory. And for those with the keen eye, what I typed before was that little slash. It really does mean something. That's the absolute path. So unless that's what you're trying to do, don't put it like I did. Now our virtual source is activated. At this point, we can install Flask. And we're installing Flask inside this virtual environment. One of the ways you can tell where it's active is this right here. So to see if we have any errors up until this point, I'm going to run Python. We're going to run that init file. And it looks like we actually do have an error. So let's go in there and fix that right now. There you go. Easy breezy. Control X. Let's try it again. Wrong one. There we go. Def route. Okay. Hopefully it works this time. And there you go. Running on HTTP. If you go to the server right now, I don't think we would actually see anything. Let's give it a try. No, because it's on the virtual server or something, but that's not important right now. So let's exit out of this. We're gonna deactivate the server, and at this point you have to install Flask outside. Okay. The next step, according to Syntax, is we're gonna set up our Flask configuration file. Again, I don't recommend copy and pasting this because if you make an error here, it's just good practice. We'll leave it at that. Flaskapp.com. This next part, you may copy and paste. But the most important thing that we have to look at here is your server name. At this part, you want to actually put in the domain name you've acquired from GoDaddy. So I'm going to go here, businesssim.com. And all of this stuff we can actually get into a little later, but for simplicity's sake, you really just want to concern yourself with this. If you did not create a domain name, you can actually just use the IP address from DigitalOcean and it'll still work just fine. And we're going to exit. Alright, now we're actually going to be enabling the server. So Flask app. To activate the new configuration, you need to run service Apache to reload. No errors, that's a good sign. And the last thing we need to do is we have to configure our WSGI file, which is involved in hosting our server. Flask app. First, we're going to change into the folder. ls. Just that folder is in there, so we're going to create the Flask app.wsgi. Copy and paste this part. And I know it looks funny here, not share it with this key. I was actually scared when I did this for the first time, so to show you, it's just a form of like screen wrapping or text wrapping, but it's all there. Control X. Yes. Okay, and I know you guys are getting impatient because that was very, very long. But let's try this one more time. No errors. Let's check our... Not there. Actually, we can do it like this. HTTP 104.131.121.4. Alright. Apache to Ubuntu default page. I'm sure I said all of these words wrong, but the main thing is it works. And if you're trying to figure out how come we are not taking a look at that other file in the .py which we created earlier, let me just bring that up for you. If you're wondering where this text is and how come we have not seen it yet, if you set up the IP address, you would actually be seeing it now. But since we've set up the domain address, we're actually not going to see it yet. I've actually just done this about 10 minutes ago, so I'm actually giving the video or the domain, the server, a little more time before it's actually up and running. So I'm going to end the video here, and I'm going to show it to you on the next video.